Okay, so आफ्टर द डीमन स्लेयर सीजन 2 वीडियो मैंने सोचा कि क्यों ना कुछ डिफरेंट किया जाए बिकॉज हम लोग पिछले वीडियो में शोनेन ऑलरेडी कवर कर चुके हैं. व्हाई नॉट कवर समथिंग जिसमें एक्चुअली तुम्हें पढ़ने के लिए थोड़ा दिमाग लगाना पड़े और जिसकी एनिमे अडेप्टेशन अभी तक बनी ना हो. I was reading this one really good manga called The Time I Sold My Lifespan for 10,000 yen per year, also more commonly known as 3 Days of Happiness. Now, इस manga में तुम लोग पूछोगे कि क्या special है? What is special in this manga? The manga is very special because it tells you about the values about life, death, and your health. Without spoiling much of this amazing manga, I'm just going to come to the point and just say life is valuable. काफ़ी ज़्यादा valuable है, but this manga will change your perspective about how you look at life. And there are some people who compare life to money, and there are some people who compare life to how much they live and how much enjoyment they have and what they want to live for. Some people just want to die because of the complications in their life. Life is a lot of different things, jumble around in a spectrum, and then eventually you get the meaning of life. This manga is pushing that idea to a new boundary, which I think is really creative. And when I was reading this, I felt some things which I didn't appreciate in my life as much, which I really do now. One is the health factor. I'm of a pretty good health and I'm really happy about that in my life. I do not have any diseases which might actually hurt me in the future. So I'm really happy about that. And this manga basically made me realize how important my life is. This manga puts a value on your life, as per the title suggests. The manga's name is I Sold My Lifespan for 10,000 yen per year. Let's just say if someone hears this for the first time, he's gonna be like, oh, that's kind of a good deal, and I might actually sell some of my lifespan to get straight hard cash. Now, many of the people are gonna think about this, and that's the great meme goes that I'll sell my kidneys for money, and I guess you can do that in this manga because are not selling your kidney, you're selling your health away. You can sell your time away, you can sell your lifespan away. Now, what I think is that this manga brings us a lot of information about these other things in life which we need to enjoy a little bit more. Mind that be a lifespan, because we do not know when we're going to die. What if someone told you were going to die on this date and this time for this reason? You're going to be stressed, you're going to be anxious, you're going to be waiting every single day, and you're going to be in anxiety that this is the time I'm going to die, this is the time I'm going to set my soul out of my body. Now, people usually, when they know this, there are one or two ways. They're going to try their best to protect themselves because they know the reason. They're going to try and protect themselves the best so that the death doesn't happen, that doesn't occur. And the second ones are the ones who live their life to the fullest. Now, this manga basically makes you go around this perspective, and it's really hard to wrap your head around, but it's like a really small manga, so there's no drastically high information to actually digest. It's a really short, simple masterpiece which tells you the value of life, which tells you the actual things you might enjoy in your life and the things you are basically taking for granted. This is a great manga for self-reflection, for realization, and if you have some free time, it might just as well take 3 to 4 hours if you read it vividly in one setting. This manga can be easily read in 3 to 4 hours in one sitting. So I would say that you guys give this manga a try. And to be honest, this has been, let's just say, after reading this masterpiece, this has been in my top 20 manga list. This is going to be a mention up there. Mangas like these, I'm definitely going to drop a video on because it's just so interesting, and this concept of this manga specifically has caught up my mind, and I'm pretty sure there is nothing like this before. There might have been mangas which have been surrounding the same kind of story, but then again, there are some mangas which are completely different. This is a different one for me. I have never read something like this before. This is going to be one of my favorite mangas of all time, and this is definitely, as I said, is going to be in my top 20 manga list. Apart from this manga also gives you a really good insight about the character development and like how the MC is just responsible for his life being this miserable. And you can say that some of these mangas basically give you the perspective and you might relate to the main character as well. It makes you realize mistakes that you have not made or you might make in the future, and it also makes you realize mistakes you have made already and how you can solve them. is just like a mix and mash of life decisions and all the other elements of life which combine together to make such an awesome storyline, such a punchy storyline, which at the end leaves you thinking about your own life. You might have, anxiety a little bit for after reading this manga, but then again, it's all for good self-reflection. And I do not think so that this manga is in any way harming to your mental state. I would not make that statement, because this manga is actually pretty healthy because it helps you self-reflect. Then again, at the end of the day, this is just my take on 3 days of happiness. And if you wanna really read this manga in depth, you can go and check out the 16 chapter worth of manga. And if you really wanna get into this in full detail, you can go and read the light novel. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I got to say for this manga. That's my take for this manga. Thank you. This has been Jason 0xRN from the Jason 0xRN channel. Bye.